Yes, my people, welcome back to another video and welcome back today to the Glory Hunter Challenge here on Football Manager 26. Today, it is part 2 of our Copa del Rey semi-final specials, where in the last episode we faced off against Leganes and beat them 3-0 in the first leg. And then we also beat Sevilla 3-0 away in La Liga, which is fantastic. Today we play the semi-final second leg and we take on Real Sociedad in the league. So we have played a game off camera since you all were last here, and we picked up a 7-0 win against Alaves, where Arda Güler got himself 4 goal involvements yet again. So we're going to watch the highlights of this game. Then we will play the Copa del Rey semi-final, where hopefully we will book ourselves a place in the final of the Copa del Rey. And then we'll play in the league and try and keep the gap that we have over Barcelona, as Arda Güler scores a free kick there to make it 1-0, which is absolutely fantastic. Erling Haaland then got his first of the game, where he got the second with a Camavinga assist. As Trent Alexander-Arnold cutting in and finding Arda Güler, who then goes back to Tchouaméni. Camavinga playing it out wide to Jeremy Pino, who is dispossessed, and then it is cleared. See, I don't understand why this highlight is so long, but the goal that Arda Güler scored, literally you blinked and you missed it. As Arda Güler playing that switch out to Camavinga, who drives down the left-hand side, and a fantastic ball in, and a lovely header by Haaland to make it 2-0. I hate the fact we have to watch the VAR when we literally know it as a goal. I think it's absolutely ridiculous. Jude Bellingham then got himself a goal as well, which was nice. An Erling Haaland assist as he heads down. It's really good play from Haaland there to head that down and find Bellingham. Erling Haaland actually got quite a few assists this year. Arda Güler then got himself his first assist of the game, as Rodrigo scored to make it 4-0, I believe. As Arda Güler playing a lovely ball through to Rodrigo, who has the composure to find the top corner to make it 4-0. I'm glad I kept Rodrigo. He is one of my favourite players that I have ever used on Football Manager. Erling Haaland then made it 5-0. He did go off in the 77th minute. That's why he didn't take the pen to make it a hat-trick, as Arda Güler picked up his second assist of the game. He is having an unbelievable season. I feel like I keep saying it every single episode, and I feel like I've said it every single episode this season, to be honest. Arda Güler has just been absolutely fantastic week in, week out. As Van der Ven finds Arda Güler, who finds Erling Haaland, and it's a lovely finish from Haaland with his right foot to make it 5-0. We've scored a lot of goals this year, by the way. A lot of goals. As this is taking so long because I keep having to watch VAR checks. As Arda Güler then from the spot scored his second of the game and made it 6-0 with a lovely penalty. And then the 7th and final goal of the game was scored by Rodrigo, who made it a brace for himself with a Savona assist. As Carreras finding Jude Bellingham, who goes back to Valverde. Savona then out on the right hand side. Just keeping hold of the ball, trying to be patient. And he is patient and does really well to then find Rodrigo, who makes it 7-0. So, we currently sit 13 points clear with a game in hand. We have scored 103 and we have our Champions League knockout round draw as we drew Club Brugge in the round of 16. So the lineup today to face Leganés is as follows. Courtois starts in goal. Savona comes in for the injured Trent Alexander-Arnold and is partnered with Van Dijk, Van der Ven and Camavinga as the back four. A midfield two of Tchouaméni and Jude Bellingham with Arda Güler as the 10 in front of them. Rodrigo starts on the right with Yeremy Pino on the left and Erling Haaland leads the line for us today, looking for his 55th goal of the season. Okay then, so the Leganés lineup is as follows, as we are trying to get ourselves into the final of the Copa. They've gone with Juan Soriano in goal, a back four of Pavels, Aguilar, Pulido and Franqueza, with a midfield two of Alberto Reina and Johan Perez, as they've gone with a different formation this time. Juan Cruz and Garcia are the wingers, with Unax as the number 10, and Miguel de la Fuente leads the line for Leganés here today. Fair play to them for getting to the semi-final of the Copa del Rey, but it's time to end that, and it's time to pummel them and get ourselves booked in to the final of the Copa del Rey as Leganés get us underway then for this semi-final second leg. Arda Güler finding Savona. What can Savona do? On his first ever start for Real Madrid, he finds Jude Bellingham, who finds Yeremy Pino, and Yeremy Pino puts us 1-0 up. You love to see it. 4-0 on aggregate then, and we are in business. As Yeremy Pino with a lovely finish into the bottom left to make it 1-0. Barcelona, Sevilla, the other two in the semis. So can it be another El Clasico in the final? As Camavinga heads, but Leganés pick the ball up. Cruz now dispossessed by Bellingham brilliantly there, who finds Arda Güler. Erling Haaland like a freight train running through, and it's just over the bar there from Erling Haaland. Going close though, looking for that 55th goal of the season, which I know he wants desperately. Pulido. Good by Camavinga to intercept. Bellingham now finding Camavinga again, who drives into the penalty area. He pulls it back to Pino, who finds Arda Güler, and Arda Güler, at the minute, he cannot stop scoring. And he scores yet again to make it Real Madrid 2, Leganés 0. It is 5-0 now on aggregate, as Camavinga goes back to Yeremy Pino, who gives it to Arda Güler, and it's a lovely finish. He smashes it into the roof of the net to make it 2-0. Yeremy Pino with a goal and an assist here today. As I'm going to check, Barcelona drew 0-0 with Sevilla. No. Oh no, sorry, they haven't played their first leg yet. Cool, so this is their first leg. Perfect. Arda Güler finding Jude Bellingham, who finds Yeremy Pino, and Yeremy Pino is having a storming game here. 3-0 inside the first 20 minutes, as it should be. We are showing our class and our dominance this year, as Arda Güler plays it to Bellingham, who finds Yeremy Pino with a beautiful first touch to get round Pavels and passes it into the bottom corner to make it 3-0. Yeremy Pino once again then. It's a good delivery And it's a good save from Soriano there to stop Erling Haaland from opening his account today. Yeremy Pino with another corner. It's another decent delivery. It's headed away, but only as far as Rodrigo, and it falls to Arda Güler, who hits the post, and it's cleared by Aguilar, but only as far as Camavinga. Van der Ven into Camavinga. What's Camavinga going to do? Goes back to Van der Ven. Real Madrid just keeping the ball here. Not sure why we need to watch Camavinga and Van der Ven pass the ball between each other, but fair. Van Dijk finding Savona. What can Savona do? Finds Tchouaméni and goes back to Savona, who tries to look for the ball through to Rodrigo. I can't believe I'm still watching this highlight. De La Fuente then finding Franchiesa. How is this a key highlight? That's what you've got to ask yourself. How on earth is this a key highlight? Because it's good from Van der Ven there. Savona finding Van der Ven, who drives into midfield and finds Yeremy Pino. Jude Bellingham now. I'm sorry, what are we watching? In what world is this a fucking key highlight? How is this a key highlight? I can't believe I've just watched all of that for no reason whatsoever, and it's going to show me the fucking goal kick as well. How is this a fucking highlight? And can that noise stop happening? Reina into Cruz. Savona picks it up then. Fucking hell. Key highlight, my arsehole. We've watched him pass the ball in midfield for fucking 5 minutes. Yeremy Pino though driving at the defence, and he's thrown goal here for the hat-trick. And it's a good save from Soriano there to deny him. Go long and end the highlight. Go long and end the highlight. Are we being serious? Are we being actually deadly serious? Have I broken the game? Unax. Dispossessed by Tchouaméni. Savona. Into Rodrigo. Arda Güler now. Plays the ball through to Erling Haaland, who's through. And it's a good save from Soriano. And we're still in this highlight, by the way. Arda Güler to Haaland, and it's just past the post. You dare show me the fucking goal kick, I swear to God. I can't believe how we were genuinely in that highlight for like 4 minutes. I've been filming this part for 7 minutes and we're only 30 minutes into the game. That's not normal. As Barcelona find themselves 1-0 up then. De La Fuente intercepted by Camavinga. And then Van der Ven. Back to Camavinga. Savona. Finds Rodrigo, who looks for the ball through to Haaland. And Haaland hits the post. And Haaland could have a hat-trick here. He's gone close numerous times. Yeremy Pino having a fantastic game here. As Cruz with the free kick for Leganés. It's headed away by Van Dijk and Rodrigo can now clear. It's a one-on-one. Rodrigo seems to just be delaying, waiting for his teammates to come up with him and help. And he does so brilliantly, and Rodrigo makes it 4-0. A fantastic goal from Rodrigo, a brilliant counter-attack, and a lovely ball through by Arda Güler to make it 4-0. It's a goal and an assist for Arda Güler today. Soriano going long. Van Dijk can win that. It's Bellingham. So I do apologise. Camavinga finding Yeremy Pino. who finds Erling Haaland, and Erling Haaland hits the post, but he does finally score his goal to make it 5-0 here at the half-time whistle. Erling Haaland finally gets his goal after hitting the woodwork 3 times, I do believe. And we then go into the break here in the semi-final. Second leg, 5-0 up. It's 8-0 on aggregate, as Erling Haaland gets us underway then for this second half in the semi-final, second leg. I kind of want to bring. I'm gonna bring Arda Güler off. I'm gonna do this. We're gonna make Erling Haaland a target forward, and I'm gonna make you a channel forward, and we're gonna bring Matthew Oso on up top to try and get him his first goal for the club. Savona looking for Rodrigo. Bellingham heads back to Van der Ven. Camavinga ghosting past him, cutting in on his right foot, and it's just wide from Camavinga there. As I think I might have to cut to the end of this game here, because I am worried about time a little bit. I don't want this video to be too long, because it is a second part to a video. So I think we're going to go to about the 60th minute maybe, and then I will cut until the end of this game. Jeremy Pino finds Matthew Osa, and he just, it's a good save there from Soriano. And this will be the final highlight of this game in this episode, as I will cut to the end and we will see the result at the end, as Haaland finding Jude Bellingham, who then finds Camavinga. Bellingham finding Jeremy Pino, and Jeremy Pino makes it 3, and he gets the hat-trick here today to make it Real Madrid 6, Leganés 0, 9-0 on aggregate. We don't need to see the rest of this game. Jude Bellingham does fantastically to find Jeremy Pino, who scores to make it 6-0. So, I'm going to play this game still, and I will see you all at the final whistle to see our result. And I'm going to make this a little bit fun as well. I'm going to make a prediction. I think we will win this game 8-1. That's my prediction. Let me know in the comments down below what you predict, and we'll see you at the final result. Okay then, I was wrong. It was 7-1 in the end. I got the 1 right though, and then Erling Haaland made it a brace for himself. Another assist for Rodrigo, 3 for Bellingham today on the day. So we won 10-1 on aggregate, and we are through to the Copa del Rey final, which is absolutely fantastic. We now play against Real Sociedad in the league, and there is no games in between. So I will now take you straight to the lineup screen, where we see how both teams will be lining up. Okay then, here are the lineups that both teams have gone for today. We'll start with Real Sociedad, because they are, of course, the home team. They've gone with a 5 at the back, which is great. They've gone with Romero in goal. A back 3 of Christensen, Martin and Pacheco, with Arambaru and Sergio Gomez as the wing-backs. Gorataski and Zubeldia are the 2 midfielders. Danny Namaso and Brais Mendes are the 2 attacking midfielders, with Yarzabal leading the line for Real Sociedad. I forget how to speak sometimes. We have gone with an unchanged 11 from the thrashing of Leganés, as we've gone with Courtois in goal. A back 4 of Savona, Van Dijk, Van der Ven and Camavinga, with a midfield 2 of Tchouaméni and Jude Bellingham, and Arda Güler just in front of them, with Rodrigo and Yeremy Pino on the wings, and Erling Haaland leads the line for Real Madrid today. I got a bit confused there because Arda Guller's it looks like he's the defensive midfielder, but he of course is not. As there he is, Baranetska, the nemesis from the Conference League a couple of years ago when we managed to knock Real Sociedad out as Chelsea manager. As Erling Haaland then gets us underway for this La Liga tie, where hopefully we can pick up another win and keep that gap over Barcelona, who did win 2-0 today. So it sits at 10 points. Of course, it's 10 points. We win today, we can go 13 points ahead of them. Of course, with Barcelona having a game in hand, as Yeremy Pino then driving into midfield. Savona finding Rodrigo, and it's a poor effort in the end from Rodrigo. We expect better from him, and Romero easy to make the save for him in the end. I don't know why, but my commentary has gone down the drain. I sound like a fucking paraplegic. Pino finding Camavinga, who then finds Jude Bellingham in the middle, who then finds Yeremy Pino, who cuts outside and falls it back to Haaland, who finds Savona, who finds Rodrigo, and it's blocked on the line there and cleared. Ayazabal finding Arambaru, who goes back to Goretzka. I hate these names with X's and shit like that. It just does my absolute head in. They are in the Europa League, Real Sociedad, so this is a decent game. Real Sociedad sit, I don't know, because the highlight started. Rodrigo finding Arda Güler, who then finds Jude Bellingham. Jude Bellingham finding Erling Haaland, who then goes back out to Savona, who's got a little bit of room to run into here. And does. It's a good ball in, and it's a poor header from Haaland. He normally scores those, and we low-key expect him to. As Real Sociedad controlling the ball here, as they are 8th in the league. So, did I just see Villarreal 14th? Bloody hell. Where are Valencia? Oh, they're 3rd. I'm blind, apparently. As they did lose to Bilbao, though, today, Valencia. As the deadlock yet to be broken, then, in this game. Bellingham finding Camavinga. Camavinga with a good ball in the box, and that is a fantastic save from Romero to stop Erling Haaland from opening the scoring here today. Arda Güler with a good ball in, and Romero making yet another save. He's doing really well here, Romero. On an 7.8, he's made some really good stops. There's a Yarzabal then, getting us underway for this second half. I'm going to film a brand new series after this, and I'm very excited to start the series. So if you want to make sure you see that video, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you do not miss an upload. And yes, I just said so you make sure that you make sure. I just want to make sure that you make sure. How many times have I just said make sure in a sentence? Make sure you leave it down below in the comments. Okay, Haaland has had an absolute stinker here today. So we're going to bring... you know what? I've got faith in the boy. We're probably going to win the league anyway. We'll bring Matthew Oso on. Get him some football because he is, of course, only 18. Bruno Fernandes can come on instead of Arda Güler. Franco Mastuano and Brahim Diaz on. and then Valverde on for Bellingham. As we are into the final 20 minutes here, they've had one shot, not even on target, and we're not going to win this game. So we're going to give a shout of encouragement. Savona had a really good game here. Same with Camavinga and Tchouaméni. Tchouaméni's played a lot for Real Madrid now. Yeah, he's been here bloody ages. He's played like 250 games. Mastuano then with the corner for Real Madrid. As it falls to Mafioso. Go on, my son. Oh, I thought that was going to be it. His first goal for Real Madrid. That's Camavinga. Driving. Puts a good ball in. He keeps the ball alive here. So does Valverde, who finds Camavinga again. Camavinga. Oh, dispossessed by Arambaru there. As we have absolutely battered Sociedad here today. As Savona's had a really nice game. But it's going to end goalless, I do believe. And it does. It ends Real Sociedad 0. Real Madrid 0. And do you want to know a weird fact? Other than the Bayern Munich game in the Champions League phase, I think that's and the first game of the season. I think that's the first time. That's the first time we've not won a live com in a long time. As we do draw 0-0, which means we are 11 points clear. So Barcelona can close the gap down to 8 points. Very disappointing we didn't win that game. Real Sociedad can definitely thank what's his face, Alex Romero, for that game. As okay then, the next episode will be the Champions League round of 16 against Club Brugge. So if you don't want to miss that video, then don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Turn on notifications so you are always notified when I upload a video. Don't forget to check the description and give me a sub on the second channel, and check out the second channel videos. If you like gaming and you like games other than Football Manager, then there is a couple of games on there, as well as all my Twitch streams that I do. I post the highlights of like the VOD over on at YouTube, my second channel. So also don't forget, if you would rather watch the live stream live, don't forget to follow on Twitch. Link is in the description. Also, while you're there, don't forget to follow the TikTok and the Twitter. It's a good place to keep updated with the channel. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. And I will see you tomorrow for more Glory Hunter action. I'll see you there, and peace.